Before I know you, one thing you want to tap on too is real quick as day trading.
Oh
real
shit!
Yeah.
We skipped over that. You're right. Because everybody in 2021 thinks they're a fucking stock market expert.
Right.
Got a few people following me on Instagram about that shit. Like, fuck out of here.
Yeah. I think the phone is making it, and we talked about that the first time you came on. I was talking about how I invest in companies like Acorn, I invest in Stash. I do keep up with those companies, but stock trading is not a day in and day out. I like being able to invest and let that shit sit and watch it grow. That's why I invest in certain companies. Again, disclaimer, I'm not a financial specialist.
Correct.
Don't take what I'm saying. This is because
None of us are.
Don't take what I'm saying as your source of information. However, this is just personal experience. I invest in certain companies, especially like social media companies, because those are some of the consistently growing companies that are out right now. Back then, when you came on, the last time you came on, I was investing in companies like Home Improvement. I'm not investing in those companies now because they're not shooting up like they were.
Yeah.
So
I was investing in airlines at the point in time. They were doing what they do. They wasn't making the type of growth that I wanted. So yeah, I cashed out. But cryptocurrency, of course, everybody thinks they're a fucking
stock market expert.
Dogecoin,
Everybody thinks they're the wolf of Wall
What's up?
Street.
Hey, yo, I bought in Dogecoin when that shit first came out. Let me tell you.
Oh, you still
You
here?
was one of those?
Yeah,
Are
I'm
you
still
still
in
there?
there. I'm
Congratulations.
still in
Oh, you're
there.
ahead, boy.
Yeah,
Twitter
like-
was lit last night. Man.
Yeah.
I was ahead. Nah,
Like-
they was going crazy on Twitter. Like, it blew me. Everybody was
Yeah.
a cryptocurrency expert last night.
Yeah,
It
like
was
when like all the celebrities were like first getting into it, that's when I bought in. Like it wasn't much, but like I was like, yeah, no, I'm
Don't
getting
you
into
hate how
that.
social media kind of like negates the request for an actual degree?
yeah,
let
to
you
some
know.
extent.
Right now, I know about a new crypto. Off the mic, we're gonna talk about that.
Bet
But
bet that.
we're gonna get that bread.
Now you gotta get the herd mentality going. You gotta spin it out
Shit,
there.
even if you said it now, it'd be too late because
Exactly.
not the end of
Exactly.
that, but don't say it. Don't say it. Nah,
I ain't
keep
gonna
that in
say
house.
it. We'll talk about it after this. But yeah, man, shout out to everybody that made money off that. Yeah, 795. Hey, thank you.
Agreed. No, I mean, shout out to people that, but again, just understand the difference between having knowledge about a situation and hearing knowledge about a situation. That's what if you can look at numbers and you can look at stocks and you can look at situations and say, oh, from an understanding, this is going to go here based off of this, and this is how it's going to end. It's different from you getting on or you coming out and saying, oh, because I heard this here, that.
Yeah.
Which is where the I'm a stock market expert energy comes from. You think just because you hear what Reddit is saying and Twitter is saying and Facebook is saying and all the instant Twitter talks that are coming out, you think you're a fucking expert on this shit. That's not the case. Like
No.
you're just a good followee.
No. I think that's true. There's definitely that going on out there, and it's unfortunate there. Within that market industry, people oftentimes, those pyramid schemes have also ran their gambit in there. But I think nonetheless though, what it has pointed out though is the herd mentality of the ability to make money on a herd mentality within the market. So like with the AMC thing, with
GameStop,
Dogecoin,
Nokia,
GameStop, all of that was just a herd mentality of like.
It was super effective.
No.
super effective.
So not to say that within 3 days of that rally that the price didn't lose its 80% of value, but in that
even
herd mentality,
the herd mentality is like I'm listening to this, I'm going to follow along,
and that's the almost the epitome of the crux of the market is that it's all about a herd mentality towards something. And I think now that we getting this COVID got us all on Reddit and Twitter and a lot more heavier and relying on those, Patreon, of course. Yes, please. A lot of those avenues for our news or entertainment, and it's I think it's funny. I think it's funny because AMC shouldn't have rose because nobody's really about to go back to the movie theaters. But
they'll be there
I don't
June
know.
9th or July 9th when Black Widow comes out.
We're sheep. Think about it.
Yeah.
see,
we're
no. But think about if Black Widows comes out only in theaters, maybe. But it's gonna come out on theaters and
Disney Plus,
HBO Max.
No, Disney Plus.
On Disney. Okay,
Yeah.
Disney Plus.
Yeah,
that's
Disney
right.
Plus.
So
But no one's about to pay that extra
Are-
$29 for that though.
are you
See, I got it
really?
free 2 years with Verizon.
Ah,
Are you
okay.
really
Yeah,
about
right.
to sit in a movie theater when you already play for Disney Plus?
Well, I got the COVID vaccine, so I don't give a shit whether I'm in the movie
but
theater.
are you?
I'm invincible
Same.
now. Yeah,
Was that a flex?
I mean, we're both flexing out here. So.
I thought it was just because like you were like black, like you were immune to it, but no.
That's a damn lie.
Now you're double
Yikes!
immune
No,
to
I
it.
actually got the COVID shot.
Dang.
Yeah, no,
actually
that
got
was
that.
definitely not a. I'm.
Now we were definitely throwing COVID parties like day one, like ground zero, like the first week I flew. I don't know how many flights I took during COVID.
Oh yeah, we that's when we first started flying.
Oh,
That's when we flew out to Washington, and then we
Oh,
immediately
yeah.
yeah.
fucking New Jersey.
Exactly. So please,
Oh, yeah, that's
please,
right.
please,
We did
please.
talk about going to Washington.
Yeah.
We were definitely big immune to it, and
we
we
was
were
out
hosting
in Washington.
COVID parties.
Oh yeah, we was out
Yeah,
there.
it was lit. It was lit. So yeah, I mean, those
Yeah,
of
you
y'all
cough on me, I cough on
herd
you.
mentality. The same thing with medicine. Herd mentality. Enough people get the vaccine, so individuals such as myself who have different viewpoints.
Oh, I
we
love
don't
it.
have to get.
I love the herd mentality when it comes to the COVID vaccine because there are so many people I've heard say I would never. It's one thing to say I'm not ready to or I want to see what comes out, but there are people that have come out and I've seen I would never take that vaccine, and 2 weeks later they're like, yeah, I already got my first shot. I'm like, bro, what?
I'm one of the people that's gonna say I'm gonna watch. You know what I'm saying?
And I get that. And I'll make an argument for that where people say I'm gonna watch to see what the effects are, and I'm like, when you say medical effects, that's not like 6 days, 2 weeks,
true.
6 months,
That's like
a year,
10 years.
That's 5 to 10 years for me.
And I'm gonna let you know.
with that.
I'm on the other side of.
You'll wait 5 to 10 years to get the vaccine.
I'll wait 5 to 10 years. I
I'm
don't even
never
take the
gonna
flu
say
shot.
that.
So
Yeah, I've never taken
See,
the flu
and
shot.
that's where I'm different because I
Same.
take the flu shot.
Okay,
every
okay,
fucking
okay,
year, but I
okay,
don't
so
get
that's
sick.
different. That's
That's
different.
why.
That's different.
I'm also the person that never had the chicken pox before as well.
Same here.
But you
So-
got the chickenpox vaccine though. So,
So yeah, I've
relax.
never had the chicken
Y'all
pox.
never
So
gonna get that. That'll kill you, right?
I've never
as
had
a
the
grown
flu.
ass
as a grown
person,
individual, yes, that might be my downfall.
Well, I get the flu
at
every year.
80, but
I get the
as of
vaccine.
right
It
now,
may
I'm
spank.
gonna be okay.
Yeah,
I'll be all right.
If you get the chickenpox at your age right now,
I'll be okay.
yeah. It'll
that's not how chickenpox work, Brad.
The measles, that's what they call it.
yeah, it'll turn into the measles,
I'll
some
be
shit like
okay.
that.
I'll take my chances.
That's fair.
Yeah, because like I've never gotten the flu shot, but like
But you know, knock on wood, I don't want to
Have you
talk
had the
shit.
flu?
Yeah.
I'm trying to be healthy, but
I've never had the flu before. But like I had COVID earlier on this year, so I was like, "Fuck."
You've had it twice in the last
So
2
wait,
years.
wait. No. let me get this rationality because I thought this was one of the I can't grasp this concept.
Go
so
ahead.
okay, so let me phrase this. So somebody had the flu. They had the flu. They beat it. Then they go get the flu vaccine.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody has COVID.
Mm-hmm.
They beat it and then go get the COVID vaccine.
I'm doing it
Yes,
because I'm
it's
gonna
so
be.
that you can't get it, so that you're immune to getting it a second time. Because every time you get the virus, it's not going to affect unless you've. How often do you get a cold? How often have you
That's-
gotten the cold?
Yeah, that's the
So
thing. I've never
like
been
I get sick like maybe once a year. For
Same.
Which is
4
fine.
days,
Which is
for
fine because
4
I'm the
days.
same way. I only get sick when winter turns into spring.
Yeah, the
But
damn allergies.
every year that you get sick, is it always the exact same level of sickness?
Yeah,
I can't even hold. I
For
know
me?
I wasn't about to argue, which I wasn't about to be like a devil's advocate to say no.
Yeah,
it
yeah,
is. It is the same.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
there are
It
times when
is.
I can't get out of bed, and there are times when I'm just like, all right, I can go to work. I just have a runny nose. There are levels to the cold where like
facts,
sometimes
facts.
it affects you differently. It's about how your immune system is going on at that time.
Yeah.
If you
It's real.
ate a good year, if you had like healthy food that year, you
Yeah,
exercised
yeah.
routinely that year, your cold's gonna
Yeah.
affect you. And as opposed to like when you sat around ate fucking flaming hot Cheetos and spicy cup ramen,
And the ramen.
oh my god, I
Shout out
shout
to
that
them-
picture so much.
shout out to them high school women out there.
That was a shitbag year, but
Shout out to the ramen. Shout out to the ramen
bag
noodles.
year. But I'm not gonna hold you like, yo, this whole thing is very real. Like I'm gonna be real. I went to
Yeah.
Texas. I came back from Texas, and yo, I felt horrible for 3 days. I was like, damn, I got the vid.
Was it a hangover or was it COVID?
It could have been. I was told that it was a hangover, but
Weigh my options.
but I felt shitty. I was like, yo, I got the vid. Oh shit, I got tested twice and negative each time. But you know, I think I didn't feel good until I started to work out. So it just depends on your level of activity
19?
and your health,
Yeah.
like you said. So that's all I got to say on that.
But
I'm not
yeah-
no specialist. Don't listen to me.
Yeah,
I'm
nah.
just talking about me.
But yeah, like my symptoms, they were just like me having allergies. So I was like, okay, let me just go in just to be sure.
Even if you don't listen to a doctor, if you don't listen to a doctor, I'm not against you in any way, shape, or form. Just take your personal experience. Do you get sicker sometimes and one cold season as opposed to another cold season. As your sickness in 2016 been different from your sickness in 2018. Because if you say I got COVID and I survived it 1 year, it doesn't mean the same. Like everybody that gets the cold, they don't die. Most people don't die off the cold the first time they get the cold.
Right.
That makes sense.
And or the flu. That's the better reference point because people have died from the flu.
Yeah.
Like we made the argument early before. All of fucking America made the argument that more people die from the flu than they die from COVID. All right, fine.
Yeah.
But does everybody die from the first time they get the flu? Or do they die from the flu after they've gotten it several times?
Yeah.
That's the question. And if you take that question alone, weigh your options. Am I dying from the first time I get COVID or am I dying from COVID kind of thing?
I'm going to wait 5 years, and then if I hear that you take the
If
vaccine.
you think you're going to be going to Houston in 2 years without your COVID vaccine identification card, you have America fucked up.
Bro, no, that's the reason why I did
they're
that
making
too.
us take it to travel, then
That's what they're going to do.
I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah.
There's some southern
They're
states.
going to make that.
That's why I jumped ahead of it.
They're going to make that a thing.
That then taps into, are we going to let people, then, you know,
You're
It's
gonna
a slippery
our
slope.
liberty, our freedom
You're gonna
is being
drive.
taken, and that's a whole nother
No.
conversation at another time.
No. They can legally do that because They can legally do that because that's a company by company thing. They can't stop you from traveling to Texas because you don't have your COVID vaccine. Your means of traveling is different. So if United Airlines says we're not letting you fly on our airplane unless you have our COVID vaccine, that's a standard that the company is setting for themselves and their safety.
Yeah.
But for the government to tell you can't go to another state, that is when they infringe upon your rights.
Yeah.
Right.
So you're telling me if I can't, so I got to take a boat to.
No, if if none of the
I can't
airlines
take
are
a-
rocking
can't
with
take
you,
an airline, so I got to take a boat.
Yes.
if none of the airlines
Because
are rocking
airlines
with
do
you,
have
they're
it.
private.
Big boat.
But airlines have it, and I'm basing this off
we
of
going.
planes. Airlines have it set up where if you have certain sicknesses, you can't fly.
Yeah.
But if you have no sickness at all and you have no,
But if you test positive for COVID, technically they can consider that a sickness.
if you test positive, what if you never tested positive?
What if they test you right there?
and I test negative, and then they still tell me no? That's a difference. If I test positive, I understand. But I'm the person that's going to say, hey, if I never tested and I just tested negative right now,
At that
there's
point,
no
it's a
restriction.
convenience thing. They ain't got time to test you right there. You just show your fucking identification.
that's-
That's how it's gonna work.
That's really
what I'm
telling you that hey, I'm making up the rules right now. Do what I tell you to do.
Nah, for real.
saying. Dance, nigga, dance.
That's just like the.
Tap.
It's just like the certain countries are like, oh yeah, you can't fly in here without a vaccine. Now, granted, like those are like Mexico and all them. Those are like the high cases where niggas are just going to. Because
Shout out to Mexico, by the way. I've been twice.
see, I'm trying to go
Yeah.
like
Shout out to Mexico.
I'm trying to go
I
like
hopped into a
November.
Hispanic bar last night,
Shout out to
and all I
Colombia,
want to do
too.
was impregnate.
Wow.
Yeah, that probably should have been my sin of the day. Not
Too
here
late.
nor there.
Too late.